Hey, what's going on, guys? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out OneForma, and maybe you're wondering, is this a good job platform for you to find a good job on? Is it real? Is it a legit site? How much can you get paid? What kind of jobs can you generally find? And how does this really work? All right. Now, at any time, if you want to find out my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% working from home, then just go ahead and click the link below, and I'll send you my favorite strategy straight to your email. You can check that out if you want. All right. Now, on this channel, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money on the internet. All sorts of different websites, free and paid, different job sites, different business models, different courses as well. And some of them are great and you can potentially make a lot of money. Some of them are very difficult and you make very small money. And some of them are just straight up scams, okay? I've even reviewed fake job websites. So let's take a look at OneForma to find out if this is real or fake, if this is legit, is this a good use of your time, okay? So first of all, I just want to clarify that OneForma is 100% legit. They are basically a job portal, right? But very specific to specific jobs. So if you're looking for jobs in the annotation space, in the translation space, data entry, so data entry, data collection, data grading, and a lot of sort of AI technology roles, then this is actually a very good job website for you to check out, right? So you just come to oneforma.com. And it's very specific, right? So they don't have a lot of other jobs outside of these areas. So they're very, very specialized: annotation, labeling, data entry, data collection, data grading, and some tech, developer jobs as well, right? So you can see here, for example, internet judging. That's basically data grading, okay? App grading, internet judging, things like that. So very, very interesting roles. They are located all over the world, though, so that's very cool, right? So anybody can apply from all over the world, okay? 200 countries. It's very, very cool that way. So in terms of being legit and offering variety to people all over the world, I think it's a very cool website. So you would just click on join OneForma there, and once you've joined, this will be basically your back office, your members area, okay? Now, once you've come to your members area, it's very, very important for you to fill out your profile. Okay, so come to the top, fill out your profile right there, and they will ask you a whole bunch of questions about you, your contact information, your languages. This is very important. So if you speak multiple languages fluently, you're going to be at an advantage and you can get more jobs, all right? So that's pretty cool. Skills and education, your work experience, fill all this out. Okay, very, very important for you to fill all of it out, because the more you fill out, the more access to jobs that you get, all right? Then once you've done that, you want to come down here and you basically want to, complete all the suggested little tests that you have to do, all right? So, for example, judging and grading, and then get your certification for translation, for a few different things here, and they'll take roughly about 30 minutes of your time, okay? Depending on what kind of jobs that you want, right? But I suggest that you take the time to fill out your profile and take all the tests, okay? Because once you've done that, then you get access to more jobs, all right? Now let's talk a little bit more about what kind of jobs you can get access to and what do they pay out, all right? So once you've done and you've filled out all of that, you can basically have a look at the different jobs that they have available, all right? So for example, they've got translation jobs, like I mentioned, transcription, data collection, right? And then you can see, based on where you live in the world, what kind of jobs are available to you, right? So I'm based in Malaysia, so these are the data jobs that are available to me right now, okay? So for example, and I can click on them and I can go through them, right? But they will have obviously specific requirements. So for example, okay, this particular job was published in June, okay, 2023, and it's available until 2024, right? They have 3,000 openings, and it pays $30 per hit. That's pretty good, okay? Per approved hit, okay? But there are specific requirements, okay? So you are a proficient speaker of UK English, right? That means you have to speak well, right? English, Welsh, or Northern Irish are preferred. So they want you to have a British accent, essentially, okay? So if you don't speak with a British accent, or a Welsh accent, or a Northern Irish accent, you can't join this job. You can't apply for it. But if you do have it, then this is this particular type of job. Short phone calls that you have to make, 2 to 5 minutes of speech per hour, okay? Instead of a whole audio length about certain topics, but from mobile phone, you have to use, a unique telephone number. Okay, this project aims to improve the AI behind calls with automatic machines so that the quality and experience is enhanced. So They want you to do specific tests, and then it will help to improve the AI for specific companies, that kind of thing, okay? And you can kind of read all this, but basically it is $30 to $40 per package of 2 calls depending on the proficiency level, okay? But the thing is that you need to leave at least an 8-hour interval between 2 calls, okay? So you can't just sit there and just slam the phone and just keep calling, right? You can only basically make 2 calls per day, if you really think about it, all right? So you're only making about $30 to $40 per day, right? It's not per hour. So it sounds like a lot, but you just have to really look at the details before you can understand how much money you're really making, all right? But okay, $40 per day, depends on where you live in the world. It's not a ton of money, but it's okay, all right? And if you want to apply, you can apply right there. Look, it does say that their projects are very popular. They have hundreds of applicants every single day. Sometimes they don't reply. Sometimes they don't give you a reason. But if you haven't heard from them in 7 to 10 working days, then you can consider that your application was rejected. Okay, so this is quite a popular job right here, right? So what are some of the other jobs, right? So they've got, for example, web feedback translation jobs. Okay, this one pays 32 cents per hit, so not as much. All right, so translation jobs, you must be a native speaker in, they've got different languages, which is cool, all right? So a lot of the jobs have multiple languages, which is really cool. So like Spanish, Bengali, for example, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, all sorts of different languages, because this is a global company and they're doing, again, annotation, AI grading, data collection, all that stuff for multiple countries, right? So basically anybody can apply, which is very, very cool. So what I would do is I would read through this, but again, you know, some of these jobs don't really pay that much, 32 cents per hit. And so, you know, it really depends on what kind of job that they're looking at. Here's another one. This one is, this is more of a coding role, okay? So if you don't have PHP coding experience, for example, then you can't apply to this job. But this job is pretty decent, $45 per hour, right? But it's a skilled job. So if you don't have PHP or development coding experience, you can't apply to this particular job. But if you do, then you can read through it, okay? And you can take your time and you know, apply for the job and see if you actually qualify, okay? What else do they have? They've got another job here, which is basically, what is this? This is basically, a Lightspeed job. This is search engine evaluation project. Okay, this is more grading stuff. So what you would have to do is basically you will encounter a variety of different tasks unique to their guidelines and your entrance exams. The first task is called the browser phone SBS, okay? And in the first task, you will need to review the results for each search query on how satisfying each result is based to predetermined metrics. So basically, this is a search engine AI test, right? So they will do a search engine test and you have to see basically how satisfying the results of those searches are to you. So anybody can do this particular one, right? So again, you know, based on your country, I'm based in Malaysia, right? So it'll say these are the guidelines. So basically anybody can do this, all right? You are available for at least 20 hours per week. Okay, so this is actually a part-time job, right? Your schedule will be totally flexible. You decide when you get to work, right? But it's only $3.50 USD per hour, which is not that great, all right? So again, it's quite little money. Now, if you're based in Malaysia, this is okay money. It's not amazing. I mean, this is the kind of money that you would make in Starbucks or KFC or McDonald's, right? So it's pretty similar to that, but you get to work from home 100% online, which is pretty cool, okay? And then if the rest of it is okay, you would apply right here and you would apply directly on the website. Okay, so what's the last one? Let's check this one out, right? Ring voice collection project. I think we spoke about this one already, okay? So there's a whole host of different projects, okay? And you can make money from this website. Let's kind of wrap this up, okay? So first of all, the pros and the cons of OneForma. So the thing that I like about it is it's 100% legit, it's free, it's really good, they are legit, and it's available globally, all right? They pay through PayPal and Payoneer. Okay, PayPal and Payoneer are free. They're available in most countries around the world, and they pay out once a month on the 25th of every single month. The nice thing about OneForma is they've got a lot of jobs, okay? And they've got a lot of jobs in mainly, like I mentioned, annotation, labeling, data entry, data collection, translation, data grading, right, and judging, and some technology roles like PHP, web development, where you need more skills. Okay, those are higher paying jobs if you actually have those skills. If you don't have those skills, then the amount of money that you can earn through OneForma is okay. It's so. They basically pay you for what that particular job is, right? So not amazing pay. I mean, you saw just now $350 per hour based in my country for specific jobs. Some other ones were roughly about 40 US per day, right? So it's not super high. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. I mean, if you're earning $40 per day and you're working 20 days, it's about 800 to 1,000 US dollars that you can potentially make on some of these jobs on this website. Okay, so these are some of the pros and the cons, right? The thing that you have to understand about OneForma is that it's still a job website. Okay, so yes, it's available globally, which is excellent, right? And they do offer some very interesting roles, and they've got lots of jobs, and so you can take your time and apply to the jobs. Make sure you use all the tips and strategies that I mentioned earlier, right? But it's still a job, right? You're still connected to a job, and if you don't do the work, then you're not going to get paid. Right, so it's better than working maybe a physical job. The ability to earn, though, is not super high, right? We're talking about, like I mentioned earlier, $800 to $1,000, maybe a little bit over $1,000 if you're working a job where you have more hours, right? But it's still not a huge amount of money, okay? So that's the only disadvantage, I would say, of OneForma, right? But if you are watching this video right now and you are looking for a way to make money online, maybe you're not necessarily looking specifically for a job, right? There are a lot of ways to make money on the internet these days. One, you can get a job traditionally. You can become a freelancer. This is kind of like a freelancer style job, like a virtual freelancer, right? But also, you can generate a lot more income when you understand high income skill sets, okay? So I've been marketing online for 15 years. And for me, I quit my job in April 2019. I work 100% online, and I leverage a lot of tools, automation, software, and strategies to generate a lot of income online. So for me, if you're an absolute beginner, I would say that the best way for you to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month is a very specific strategy. So if you would prefer something like that, and you want to get some free training on how to do that, my favorite strategy to get there, just click the link below, and I'll send you my favorite $5,000 to $10,000 per month strategy straight to your email. You can check that out, and maybe that's a little bit more suitable for what you're trying to do with your life. Okay, you can check that out if you want. I hope you enjoyed this review of OneForma, and I hope to see you on another video review. Take care.